Good day, everybody. It's Vikas Engelbrecht here with your weekly crypto roundup. It's 15 December. It's the holiday season here in South Africa, and hopefully you are sitting or plan. Your trip is planned for the beach or uh, nature or game reserve you might visit, or even if you stay at home. Hope you enjoy the holidays. Hope you rest well. Hope you get uh, new energy for 2024. So let's see what's on the agenda for today. In our discussion today, we're going to look at the latest news. Binance's new CEO, Richard Teng. CZ, he's still stuck in the US. He's not going to get permission to go back to the UAE until his sentencing. Then Deloitte and digital shipping. We're going to look at an instance, a use case of cryptos in the shipping industry. And then Do Kwon, he's on his way to the US to being extradited to the States. And then El Salvador, they have a plan to bring in $1 billion in the next year or so with people, with millionaires getting citizenship. Then last, and another feature is our Show Me the Money, crypto money making strategy number 3. We're going to look at that and how you can grow your cryptos in a passive way. But before I go on, please, if you like this content. If you like it, like, share, subscribe to the channel, please. We want to grow this channel to 1 million people in the next 7 to 8 years. We want to grow the community, grow people, help people become profitable in cryptos. So yeah, that's my mission, and I'm partnering with a lot of people, experts in the field, how we can make that happen. So hit the notification bell. Give me your comments. What do you like about these videos? What you don't like? Share it with friends, colleagues, and family. And yeah, let's grow the community. So let's start off. I almost forgot. You please, if you're watching this and you want to receive this video and my newsletter um, to your mailbox, just click on the link that I've provided in the description of the video, and I'll send you the information through. So let's look at Richard Teng, the new Binance CEO. He had a public debut with the Financial Times, and in my opinion, he did all the things wrong. He did everything wrong. I think he had a very antagonized approach to this interview. I mean, if you uh, read the article, you'll see that he was evasive and combative in his, just like Changpan Zhao. He was evading answers, just answering basic stuff. And I really feel this was not the way to do it, because there's already a sentiment regarding Binance in the industry, and and if it was my hope that he would be kind of cooperative, open, transparent. So the guy that Scott Cipollina, that the reporter that had the interview, just keep on questioning on the basics in terms of where's the headquarters, what's in terms of who's going to do the audits, and at one stage, Richard Teng asked him, why do you feel entitled to the answers? I mean, that's such an antagonized approach. So at the end, he just said Binance would be user-led and compliance-friendly after mistakes have been made. So there was mistakes made. I think he's trying to, rectify what CZ um, made mistakes for. So let's see. Hopefully he will come around. Hopefully he will be more cooperative to reporters. Maybe be willing to cooperate with in certain instances. So a bit disappointment with the new CEO, but I think we don't know the challenges he's have to face. I think especially after the 4.2 or 4.3 billion dollars fine that they received from the US. I think he has a huge task on his shoulders to get that going, or work and to correct the mistakes that have been made. So that was interesting. So hopefully you will get around. Talking of which, CZ, um, he willingly went over to the US to face the charges against him, and there was maybe possibilities that he could go back to the UAE until his sentencing in February, but the judge said no. Um, you must stay in the US. So and so yeah, he was released on a $175 million personal recognizance bond, but the reality is he might face up to 18 months in prison, which with a minimum, I think, and as I understand it, minimum of 10 months that he will have to serve. So sorry for Caesar that he can't go back. So I think he needs to fly his family over in the meantime to come stay with him. So yeah, that's going to be challenging. So more than that, the article doesn't tell us. So let's see what happens in the new year with CZ. Then an interesting article about Deloitte and digital shipping. So a lot of people ask, where do you apply blockchain? What's the use case? Where do you use it? Apart from a payment system, we understand that. So you buy goods and services and you pay with Bitcoin, but how does it happen in shipping? So Deloitte have been partnering with a supply chain tech company next year, and they are using the Polkadot platform to offer logistics and supply chain services for the industry. The Kilt Protocol founder Ingo Rube said in the India Blockchain Week that Deloitte, which is one of the big four, is working with the supply chain company on a service called KYX. So KYX is a combination of Know Your Client, KYC, and Know Your Cargo. So especially when you want to verify the existence of somebody, you do KYC. In this case, you need to verify the existence of the cargo. And I think this project, as I understand, will bring these two together. So you will link the verification side of the customer with the verification side of the cargo, and you connect those two and make sure that they both exist. So, and you put that on a blockchain, and as it progresses from point A to point B, because that's what logistics is, you can verify that that the customer of person A does get his goods and services. So this service is something new that they are engaging with. The computing giant IBM previously undertook a similar thing. They call it TradeLens, the TradeLens project, where they wanted to improve supply chains using blockchain, and they were partnering with Maersk, the shipping giant, down in November 2022, but there was no commercial take-up, so they had to let go of this project. So it's interesting stuff. I will try and get more this kind of business cases of blockchain, because that's a lot of interest. I think people want to know, and I think you want to know, where can you apply blockchain, and how is it applied? I think that's what we want to know, and that's what we want to learn. So it's a good example. I'm glad I found this one. Then, at last, we know Do Kwon. He's the founder of Terra Luna, which crashed in 2022. So after the whole debacle, his stablecoin UST that also crashed. So he fled the country, South Korea, and fled to Montenegro. But when he tried to flee Montenegro, he got caught because he was using falsified documents. So there was a tug of war between South Korea and the United States, to which country he would have been extradited to. Well, as you guessed it, the US won. So he's going to the US. He's been extradited to the US. But South Korea is not giving up. They have made a competing claim for the extradition, and they're still planning to sue him for financial violations. So this poor guy his problems or his challenges are only starting now because he's postponed this whole process until now because he was fleeing. He's not been forthcoming, honest. So now his challenges are going to start, and he needs to answer all the stuff that he's been doing. Then last insert of the topics that we have is a very interesting thing about El Salvador. So as you remember, in 2022, they announced that Bitcoin is legal tender in El Salvador, and they started the whole process of accumulating cryptos. So, and a lot of people was not very positive about the move, but ever since 2022 or 2021 that they started accumulating cryptos, with the latest move of cryptos, with Bitcoin rising over 40,000, almost to $45,000 per Bitcoin, they have made a profit on the, I think, 2,700 odd Bitcoins that they had. They made a $2 or $3 million profit on the crypto portfolio so far. So their tails are in the air, and they are looking now for crypto millionaires to come to their side for residency, people that want to take up residency in the country. They have a project called Freedom Visa Program. They started last Thursday, and it's the whole drive for people to come to El Salvador. They're looking for the first 1,000 people that to implement or to, and if you're one of the 1,000 people that can pay a $1 million worth of cryptos into their bank accounts, you are on your path to becoming long-term residents, and then eventually full citizenship, which is, I think, a lot of people is going to take that up. Um, if you read the article, there's a lot of rich people already taking residency up in El Salvador, and I believe, yeah, they're loving it. And it's just El Salvador and its president is very open-minded to crypto. I mean, they announced it as legal tender. So yeah, if you don't know where to go, go to El Salvador. So yeah, that's our topics for the week. And then the crypto money making strategy that I want to chat today is the number 3. As you remember, every week I talk about one strategy every week. There's 5 strategies that I tell people about that I believe is strategy that you can make money and make your crypto portfolio grow. Today is the one from RIH and EasyCryptos. It's very much like index fund trading. So index fund, in its simplicity, is where you have one amount of money, you put it into a fund, and they spread it across a few assets. And then the same with this product from RIH, which is now called Altify. They've merged with Altify and EasyCryptos. So EasyCryptos and Altify, they have both a product or concept called bundles. A bundle is consisting out of a number of cryptos, assets, and what you do is you put in a amount of money into this bundle, and that bundle or that money is then spread across the number of assets in the bundle. And then it's a lot cheaper, you save on fees, it's a lot less riskier because you your risk is spread over a number of assets. So if one crypto goes down, the other will go up, and as you know, it will balance out. So it's very, very good. Both of these providers, they are crypto asset service providers. They are lawful asset providers in South Africa. They've applied for crypto licenses. And as the legislation according to the FSCA goes, that if you've applied and you're part of the process, you are allowed to continue providing crypto services. So these guys are, let's say, regulated in the South African sense so far. So that's why I present these 2 companies, their products, because I believe they can add some real value. And if you're not full-time invested in cryptos, you can buy these bundles, invest your crypto money in these bundles, and let it grow while you do your daily business. So I'm quite excited about these guys. They are very forward thinking. They are complying to the strictest rules in South Africa. So yeah, I will put the link of these two companies in the description. Go and take a look at those guys. So yeah, I've talked a lot, and but if you still feel you need some hand holding, if you still feel said, listen, oh, because what you said is way above my head, I want to invite you to become a RIH CryptoWealth member, because that's where we teach the community. That's where we train community with relevant crypto education, timeless crypto education coming to you in the form of weekly trainings, live webinars. Because here's the truth. A few years ago, if you want to learn about the cryptos, you could have look up a few YouTube videos. You could do an online course quickly, and would have known about everything that's happened. But since then, since I started in 2015, the pace and the explosion in crypto knowledge and information has grown so much that just doing a course or just looking at a few videos, you will not be able to learn about cryptos and be in the know. So that's why I've realized that a regular education on a frequent basis, that's the way to go forward. And hence I started my crypto membership, which will start teaching people on a weekly basis what it's all about. So this product is still growing. So, but for a start, and from Jan 2024, we're going to provide video recordings. You'll be able to see the recordings that I do every week. I'll have live webinars with influencers. You'll have the recordings of those. On these webinars, you'll be able to ask questions. I'm going to have in-person events in 2024. You're going to have discounts on those. And I'll add some more benefits as we go along. I'll also include more online courses. I've recorded a few online courses that I'm going to add, totally free to members. So a lot of value coming. My newsletters are jacked up. Weekly videos that are going out, that's all part of the deal for my members. So watch this space. If you want to learn more, learn at a frequent basis, hit wiekersengelbrecht.com, check it out, follow the path through the sequences of screens, and you'll be able to become part. And every week I come in live to you, either with a webinar or with videos. So I'm looking forward. 2024 is gonna be a big year. I'm looking forward to a lot of value coming. You'll see in the newsletters that you get, the videos that you get, some format changes. I'm gonna have more value for you, my members, crypto enthusiasts, financial planners. We're gonna add a lot of value next year. So, but with that said, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear your comments and hear what you have to say. But for now, I hope you guys have a blessed holiday. Enjoy Christmas and enjoy the new year. Until then, have a blessed day. Cheers.